Shit, we need to recalibrate them real quick. Open it up. The eyeball.
No cat.
Okay, turn the camera off and let's go.
What?
She'll be there.
No, it's already going.
Oh, okay, cool. You can tell me when you're starting it. Hello, everyone. Now that we've started and I had no idea.
We're so professional. Oh.
Professionals communicate.
I didn't get the chat bar up.
Look at you. So professional.
Uh-huh.
It's already crying about CPU usage.
Oh, goodness.
Launch.
Okie dokie.
Why did it start a few minutes into it?
I don't know. Start it over.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So I wasn't sure how...
It says no.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh,
There we go.
I wasn't sure how importing this image was going to go. I'm going to use this as my background. So I went ahead and did that.
What's all the options?
I don't know what that's about. Okay. So we're going to do... Maybe like that.
The thing I like about drawing on paper is you don't have all these options to worry about.
Oops, I used it on the wrong layer. I'll probably do. Maybe I should do it again, just for the sake of anonymity. I don't know if this is an okay image to use. It was the first one on Google when you look up Shinjuku Scramble.
Who are all these people?
I don't know.
We must identify them and
No.
contact them and ask them if we can stream their likeness.
Now we're gonna do the opposite. We're just gonna completely obscure them.
Okay.
I think this is okay.
What kind of filters do you have? Can you throw like a, hey look, I drawed this actually kind of filter over it?
I have no idea. Posterize?
We're learning.
I don't know if that did anything. What if I turn down the opacity? Oh, it won't let me.
What's up, Peter?
Right on time.
I saw your comment about waiting. Thank you for keeping us on the ball. We always end up a couple minutes late, it seems. That's not good to hear. What's going on, Peter? What's wrong? Is it Meg? It's all Meg, isn't it? Just having Meg around makes life terrible. So, is Neku gonna look like really huge in this picture? He's gonna be comically large. He's gonna just walk in the street and be like, "Praise be to me, peasants."
Yeah, he's gonna be like a kaiju walking around in here. Maybe he's in the foreground, you don't know. I should probably figure that out.
There you go, you can blow up the picture.
Yeah. Then I'm working with less pixels, but meh. It's okay.
Well, it's not really so much the background as the main character that matters.
Yeah. I guess I'll draw him
The 80s one you sent actually took me back to my childhood, so I'd have to say that one. I actually forgot all about that show until you sent me that intro, and then when you sent it to me, I was like, holy crap, I watched this as a kid. I don't remember much of anything about it, but I do remember watching at least that intro. I was hit with nostalgia I didn't even know I missed.
It's not gonna fit.
I thought I didn't know what Fireman Sam was, and then I remembered that I at least watched 1 or 2 episodes as a kid. I don't know, maybe it was something that was just playing on the TV, like at a friend's house a lot or something, and I just kind of looked at it here and there, and that's why I don't remember it, but yeah. But I only remember the 80s one, I don't remember the other ones, so... That was the only one that I had any kind of interaction with.
Man, if he's in the foreground, it's gonna cut his feet off.
I'll probably be lying in bed on my deathbed or something, and I'll remember exactly when I watched Fireman Sam the first time. Yeah, the stop motion was actually pretty good. That's something that the West does really well. Stop motion can be pretty cool. Speaking of stop motion, it's one of the seasons for stop motion. All the Tim Burton movies everyone's watching, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna spend my Halloween. Let's see, does that work?
I don't think I actually watched the 3D animation one yet. Did you send that one as a link? I remember the stop motion one. I might have missed it. The notifications for comments on my phone don't work really well. I actually have to get on my desktop and look up the communications section. Wow, Neku looks great. And I have to look at the communications section and go through all the comments one by one.
How do I make this one transparent?
Oh, was the first one? Huh. I'm trying to remember. If it hasn't happened in the last, like, 4 to 8 hours, usually I forget things really easily. Oh, the one with the boat. I think I'm honestly going to have to go watch it again, because I'm having the toughest time recalling it. Oh, Portia's over there.
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh,
How can you see what you're doing on that background?
I don't know.
It's all white against white.
What happens if you... Oh, goodness. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna close this internet window. Yeah. Because the computer's sad.
It's sad. What's it doing?
It keeps saying high CPU usage.
That's fine. Just ignore it. There's no smoke or fire yet, so we're good. I mean, we're doing a heck of a lot of threading right now. We got tons of software running.
He's gonna look really weird in this crowd of people doing this pose. Maybe I should pick a different one. Oh, we don't have cat. There we go.
There's a Peter Griffin meme generator.
Oh god.
What have you done with his feet?
He
looks like he's pouring out. His outline is pouring onto the ground.
Why is it erasing the opacity? Oh my god.
That, whatever you did there went through every layer? Yeah, I remember that episode. Didn't it happen a couple of times? I remember hitting him the walls on both sides, all the way down the stairs. There's a lot of episodes of that I didn't actually see, though. Oh, you got rid of the hole.
I just hit the undo button, but...
So what were you trying to do? That looks like it's doing what you want it to do, right?
Yeah. Well, kind of.
Peter Griffin for Smash. I think we said that last week, because that's what got us talking about Mugen, right? Because he's a fighter in Mugen. I think he's actually a really high tier in Mugen, too. Sounds like a good time. Looking up Mugen to see what tier fighter Peter Griffin is. Ted, didn't actually watch that one. I'd mean to watch it, but there was other stuff out. Never got around to it. It looked pretty good, though.
Yeah, it looked funny.
I like when they take, like, stuff like that, like teddy bears or stuff that you normally think is really harmless, and they throw a lot of mature content or something to be like the opposite. The juxtapositioning. It's good stuff. I've heard they went overboard with it on the new Muppets movie. Have you seen that, Peter? The adult Muppets movie.
I'm trying to find something that does a clean line.
We were thinking of going to see it, but we saw the reviews, and most of them said that they really tried too hard on it. Ragnar, what's going on, bro?
Hello.
Hope you're doing alright tonight. It feels like it's been so long since we saw you. Cheaper by the dozen? Yeah. That one I believe I watched. Let me see.
Trying to find a different pose because I think he's gonna look kind of weird doing that.
Yeah,
pose.
with Steve Martin. That one was actually, I thought it was a good movie, but it got really bad ratings. But I don't know. I think critics are full of crap. Most critics like to take every movie, no matter if it's a comedy or if it's satire, and it seems like they're trying to. They put them all on the same scale as like movies that would be getting the Emmys at the end of the year. It's like you can't rate every movie on the same scale.
Yeah.
With the same criteria. It's just not fair.
I mean, everything has its audience. Except there's some stuff that's just like, that's not really fit for anyone, but... Okay, I guess I'm gonna do this pose.
So Ragnar, have you been playing The World Ends With You? I think you said you were gonna be getting it. Sasha started her game, but she hasn't gotten all that far because she has to
Yeah.
grind.
I got to the fight with what's her name? The Shiba Inu sculpture.
Favorite anime movie. I've been playing it till the wheels fall off, Roy. Steve Martin in anime form. That put a funny image in my head. Steve Martin's a great actor, though. He's one of the few remaining from all the, in my opinion, was one of the best eras of movies ever, back in the 80s and early 90s. Back in the time of like Chevy Chase, John Candy, Dennis Quaid, all them.
I've been playing it with the what are they called? On the
Joy-Cons?
Switch? Yeah, the Joy-Cons. And man, I don't like how that plays. It's really hard to control with the Joy-Con. I haven't tried the touchpad method yet, and I feel like that would work way better. I'm hoping it does.
Yeah, considering it was originally designed with the DS in mind.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay, but it feels kind of I don't know. It's just really hard to control. Maybe it's something that I just need to get used to it. Hello!
Audio, what's going on? How you doing tonight?
He's got the tiniest waist I've ever seen.
His waist is just a little, it's like two of his arms.
No one is that skinny. Tetsuya Nomura, what the crap?
Do you guys remember the artwork for Brave Fencer Musashi that Nomura did? Both 1 and 2. Well, I like 2's a little bit better because I really loved the thick black outlines he threw on them. They were really, it made them look really cool. I love the artwork for Musashi. I think that was one of Nomura's best eras, honestly.
Like, what the crap is... Whatever. Just gonna go with it.
Yeah, Peter, you gotta be careful when you look up that kind of stuff, especially like what could be furry cosplay. You can roam into some real dangerous territory really fast. Gotta be careful with that.
What did Ragnar say about the Joy-Cons? That's what you've been
That
using?
you get, yeah, he said you get used to them.
Oh, good. I haven't been playing it for that long, but so far I'm having a really hard time getting it to do what I'm wanting it to do. But if you get used to it, then I'll keep playing it that way, because I like seeing it on the TV. If you use the touchpad, then you got to play it on the Switch itself, which I don't want to do.
So, Audio, how is how's Generations holding up to the older Monster Hunters? We've been trying to make time for it, but unfortunately we haven't been able to make all that much time for a lot of things. Generation included. Ragnar says, "How dare you question Nomura Sensei, or Sama rather, the kami of art."
Yeah, I really shouldn't question.
Well, I mean, if you look at Neku, like if he were big or any bigger than he is, he'd probably look pretty weird. Well, I'm pretty convinced that Nomura loves the He loves to do the contrast of body size to clothing size.
Yeah.
It really puts the clothing on presentation.
It does, yeah. He should make a clothing line. I think he did at one point, but like he should try that again because I would buy all of it. Oh my god.
He did. It was Dog Street Clothes, the clothing line from the first Kingdom Hearts and the Bouncer. It wasn't. Was it named Dog Street? I'm pretty sure it was named Dog Street.
It sounds familiar, but
Cause in the Bouncer they used it as well.
sorry for this vaguely naked guy. I'll fix it. I don't know.
You call that a butt? That's not a butt.
He's facing the camera. There is no butt. And have you seen this dude? He doesn't have biceps or anything.
He doesn't have anything
Probably
you can
doesn't-
call seps.
He probably doesn't have a butt either.
He stores his butt in his belt buckle.
Okay, there's gonna be a big old hand here.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from there, Peter. The MLP thing, we did it because we had a request for it, and we don't want to turn anyone down for anything. But yeah, I wouldn't say that really falls into our realm of interests. We were actually pretty worried when we were looking for references for that one. We were worried about what we were going to run into, but luckily there's plenty of official art on the first page of Google.
Yeah, I didn't run into anything. I was actually kind of surprised about that.
You go over to something like Pinterest, though, and oh, buddy, things get crazy quick. And yeah, audio, that's the best thing about it. Because you remember they used to do that with the old Monster Hunters. You could bring your saves from the last game into the new game. It really disappointed me when they stopped doing that. But I think we're only like Hunter rank 9 or 10 in generations. We are so far behind. What kind of font would you like me to type Roy in for that hat, Ragna? Times New Roman? Celtic. That'd be interesting, I guess. Just a hat that says Roy. I'll misspell it, though. I'll put R-O-Y. R-O-I. Comic Sans. Okay.
Dude looks like a chick right now.
You could put in Old English, and then people would probably think it's a baseball cap. What team is that? Is that a new one? Yeah, they renamed the Texas Rangers the Texas Roys. All the teams quit, or all the athletes quit. Look at you sketching this out. Looks so pro.
Yeah, I did some research on...
Neku looking like Shiki.
Yeah, he is looking like Shiki. But it looked better when he's got clothes.
It's funny. It looks like she's gonna put a big build hat on him, like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat. Do you have Twitter, Peter? I really don't know if I should be asking for this picture, but you piqued my curiosity. I wouldn't recommend sending it on YouTube, but you can DM me on Twitter if you've got Twitter. Just at kitty_bit_games. Oh, we're doing good, Ragna. We're trying to get used to the cold weather because here in Texas, it was like 90 one day, and then the next day it wasn't. It was 40. The rain and the wind and the storm came. It was like Sub-Zero moved into town and didn't tell anybody that he was coming. The weather's been getting to my bones, but outside of that, doing good. Alright, go send the picture to me on DM on there, Peter, if you want. No, Audiobot, they did not make any special editions I could find, which this is like the Glad Guy 2. Alright, cool, gotcha, Peter. They didn't have any special editions on Generations that I saw, so... Yes, Ragna did. It was all over AT&T's Twitter for a day or two, so the building that our internet, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Mansfield art come out of, the the story is, it's at kitty_bit_games. So apparently a tree that was next to the video hub office is what it was called got hit by lightning. The building caught fire, and it was from like I think 7 a.m. that morning till almost 9:30 p.m. that night. The internet in like all of Dallas and the surrounding areas was down. Yeah, there you go. Ragnar's got it. But yeah, their Twitter was blowing up about it. Like everyone in Dallas was threatening to switch service and everything because AT&T didn't have a backup building apparently. So if this one building went down, they had to put the fire out, clean the building out. I guess they put like tarps or something over the roof to keep further water from getting in, and they had technicians come in and rebuild the entire thing on the inside as fast as they could. They got it finished in like 16 hours though, so that's pretty impressive. But the fact they don't have a backup building though, I think they were really regretting that because I'm pretty sure they had to hand out a lot of credits. Oh yeah, I think you've got to be following for like a certain amount of time to do a DM. I've got DMs open. Just send it as soon as it'll let you, though. Our Twitter could use some love. Nobody seems to know about it or wanna follow on there. The Facebook is doing a lot better lately. I don't know why. I rarely post on it.
And we get a lot of people on Facebook.
Yeah, we might have to actually start streaming on Facebook as well as YouTube.
I think his shirt might be too long.
It looks like a skirt at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too long.
Yes, I know you do, Ragnar. I appreciate that. You're one of the cogs that helps keep things moving. We're not crazy worried about growth or anything. It's just the funny thing is like you get like 700 people on YouTube and Facebook is actually getting up on 200 now. But Twitter, the thing we're actually probably the most active on, has like barely like I think it's like 65, 66. So I don't know how to make Twitter work. It's beyond me.
I guess this is how it's going to be, Greta.
Peter, go to a McDonald's nearby. Get yourself some chicken nuggets. And I think their internet's pretty decent.
What is this? Where's my cursor? I can't handle this.
Your cursor? What, did you lose it?
It's gone. Okay. This is fine. This is not fine.
Wait, you've usually got a cursor?
I do, and it's freaking me out that I don't... Where did it go? I must have clicked on something when I was in this menu.
Seems like every week you find a new problem with this.
I do. Maybe I made it too small? Oh, there it is, yeah. This is really tiny. Here we go.
Cursor obtained.
Yeah. Again. God. Oh, that was scary.
I knew the chicken nuggets would get Ragnar going.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets and pickles. When she opened her eye there for a second, she kind of looked a little bit creepy.
Yeah, she did.
Why does the light over there look so yellow? She looks like she's being saturated by UV rays. Not yet on the Discord, Peter. I really need to get around to that some of these days. One of these days. Someday. That was a mix of someday and one of these days. Some of these days.
Some of these days. You know.
Yeah, you're right, Peter. Because if we had Discord, it'd be real. Although, if you're thinking that picture's weird, maybe Discord wouldn't be the place to put it. I'm pretty sure Discords are used to seeing all sorts of stuff, though. But one of these weeks, I'll make time for Generations and make the Discord.
His shorts are too long.
Are they?
They're like... No, maybe that's okay.
His legs aren't spread quite far enough, but if you want to...
Yeah, you're right.
Variate. I like it. It's lyrical. I like lyrical soundtracks.
That sounds painful.
Well, when I have to deal with that, Peter, if the facial hair is bugging me enough, I'll take the risk, take some regular old hand soap and just froth the crap out of it, and then take my chances. Oh, but yeah, for the soundtrack, I'm liking it, Ragna. Like I said, I really like lyrical soundtracks. Like, out of the Xenoblade series, X was my favorite because it was so vocal.
I feel like I liked it more when I first played it, but I still like it.
This would be because Sasha likes to leave her games on while we do stuff, and she leaves them at the menus. So the music gets played over and over and over, and we get tired of it.
Yeah, I like to leave stuff on.
Oh, Ragnar, did you see Takashi was saying that a port of Xenoblade X would be really hard on the Switch? Made me sad.
Why is that?
Just moving it across the different platforms.
Oh, goodness.
Because you wouldn't think it would be that hard though, considering the Switch and the Wii U are pretty similar.
Yeah, I think the Wii U might actually be stronger than the Switch, though, from what I've heard.
Well, that does seem to be kind of the thing that they do. It's like they kind of go backwards. Oh, you didn't?
This whole wide stance thing.
Oh, yeah. I use a flat razor most of the time, Peter. I can't afford to cut myself because I would lose a chunk of myself if I did. I've always preferred the classic flat razor with a razor strap. You gotta sharpen it every time. It's a bit of a pain, but I don't think you could get a cleaner cut or a cleaner shave. Especially once you get good enough with it that you can actually do the reverse shave where you put it upward against the grain. Yeah, then you can get real smooth.
Man, this,
I'm thirsty tonight.
I'm very bad at drawing legs. What to do?
Oh, you saw the Siren model kit? Yeah, I saw that one audio. I've got my eyes on it. Did you guys see the skill from Xenoblade X audio? It's a re-release from, I think it came out in 2016, but they're re-releasing it. It's the skill with several of the weapons. It can actually transform into bike mode too. I'd pass it to you if I could, Ragnar. Although I don't know if you'd like it. It's pickle juice. It's a pickle slushy.
It's not. Flies.
Nah, actually, it's pretty close, though. It's kombucha. You know, that fermented tea stuff? I have digestive issues, and the kombucha helps me out. Keeps me from having to buy a bunch of, like, Alka-Helper. It's funny. With you making his leg look like that, he looks like he's gonna be busting a move. Like
It does.
he's doing that heel twist that you see in disco dances.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what he should be doing.
With him pointing out though and his hand up, yeah, he could totally be doing a disco move.
Why is he on his toes?
Yeah, it is a JoJo pose, isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Except instead of touching his forehead, he would be touching like his cheek or his lip, like pulling his lip down or touching his chest. So I gotta ask, what is the line at the top of the head? Is that just to show where his forehead ends?
Yeah, so just to show about how big he should be to not look weird next to everyone else, which he's gonna look weird, but I mean, not to look like a freaking giant. So just like
that's a referent of like the street behind it then.
Yeah,
or...
put dude here. That's what those mean.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's why there's another one at his feet then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which I'm not really conforming to, but I mean, that's hair, so that's extra.
I thought that at the bottom was like maybe you draw people better when they're standing in water, so this is a water simulator until he's drawn, and then you're gonna get rid of it.
Nope.
I had a buddy in art class. That's what he used to do. He couldn't draw feet properly, so he drew all of his characters standing in water. Everyone he drew was standing in like a bog or a marsh or something like that. Yeah, that's where I saw it, audio. I've got the Metal Gear Rex, the Japanese one model kit, and for years I've been debating trying to put it together, but now I think I'm finally ready.
Yeah, the directions are just in Japanese, but ganbare.
We watched the first episode, Ragnar. We're getting back around to it because every week we're watching like 10 series right now. We're needing to trim the fat, of course.
Yeah,
but we haven't gotten back around to that one. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
What were we going to say? Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, I've completely forgotten what I was
We were
saying.
talking about all the anime series we were watching.
Yeah, we need to do something. I really like a lot of them. It's like, there's nothing that's just super amazing except maybe the Trigger one this season, but there's a bunch of stuff that's like just good enough that I want to watch it, but there's a whole crap ton.
There's
it's
a lot
just
of...
not the time. We need to watch at least like 3 episodes a day to keep up, and we just don't have that kind of time.
There is a lot of garbage this season, though.
There is a lot of garbage, but even after weeding out the garbage, there's still too much.
Peter, there's a Goosebumps movie coming. Are they focusing on one of the stories, or are they doing something where it's like a whole bunch of the creatures from the movies are coming out or something? I used to read the hell out of Goosebumps books when I was a kid. Did you guys ever read Goosebumps?
I didn't.
No? I
haven't. I don't do scary.
I mean, they weren't always scary though. There were some like thriller sort of ones, like more like mystery. But they were pretty cheesy, but I mean, I liked them. My favorite one was The Mask. Not to be confused with Jim Carrey's The Mask, but it was actually kind of similar. It was actually quite similar. Except instead of making the wearer a like someone who had really cool powers, it just made her like a monster. Or was the kid a him or her? I can't remember. But they find this mask that they think looks really cool, and they put it on, and it attaches itself to their head, to their face, and they are slowly becoming the monster. It's like possessing them. That was one of my favorites. Super Saiyan Blue Peter Griffin. Man,
What a name.
that is a good image right there. I'm sure that's got to be a meme. Compared to the rest of nature and the way the rest of the natural world views us, Ragnar, yes, we are monsters. Oh, Ragnar, I started reading Dr. Stone, by the way. Really good. I love the science in it, and the art is freaking awesome. And it does a good job of getting the science, the information across in good, digestible chunks that are easy to understand. I like how it's always giving warnings like do not make gunpowder at home or anything like that, because it actually shows you like the ingredients and stuff for gunpowder and such. It's
God.
Please do not make gunpowder at home. I really hope they make an anime adaptation to it. It needs it. I got up to the point where he met Konoha. He just saved her from the tree. Actually, I read up to that. Yeah, it took me a month to get around to it, but I read all of that in one sitting. Well, what you have to say to that, Peter, is say screw Ultra Instinct. I've been a Super Saiyan since before it was trendy. Since it was blue. Although being the whole Super Saiyan thing's always been trending. But yeah, Ragnar, that's why I try not to sit and read manga too often, or anything really, because when I get into reading, I get really into it, and I lose all track of time, and I binge it really badly. I'm kind of out of control when it comes to reading. I recently went and reread Berserk, and I went from beginning to current in a matter of, I think, 3 sittings, and if you know how long Berserk is.
Oh my god.
Berserk is really long. You know, it's not like One Piece or anything, but
One Piece.
it's around 400 chapters, something like that. And a Berserk chapter is actually pretty long. If you don't count the new ones. The new serializations are kind of short.
Oh, you didn't like it? Man, I can't decide if I want to continue that one or not. Ugh. I really like the other one that's the same kind of genre.
Reincarnated as a slime?
Yeah, man, that one's good. I freaking love that one. That one is so awesome.
I know, right, Ragnar? I'm worried the mangaka's gonna end up dying before it ends. He takes all these breaks and hiatuses.
'Cause he's old.
He's been doing that for 30 years. That's why Berserk is so long, because he'll write like one chapter, and he'll go missing for like 6 months. It's like he gets his paycheck for his serialization. He's like, peace! And he comes back when he needs money again. I need to look up the Goblin Slayer manga, or manga. Never know when someone is one of those that gets a little batty when you pronounce it wrong.
We're from Texas. That's just, we just say some things funny.
I don't think it'd be that hard to switch out Ganondorf in his pig form with Peter Griffin.
Yeah, probably not.
It would be kind of funny.
What is this thing around his neck? Oh, I think I actually read that it was an MP3 player.
With the long ongoing fights that or history that Link has with chickens kicking his ass, I'd say that would be pretty fitting. He could summon chickens to fight Ganon. That Nintendo shit.
That Nintendo shit. think that guy was actually from like Alabama or something.
So, Audio, what didn't you like about Goblin Slayer? Just out of curiosity. And have you guys seen the new one about the dude who's reincarnated as a slime? It's another
If not, y'all should watch it. It's good.
yeah, it's another isekai.
Isekai.
Dude dies and he's reincarnated as a slime with crazy powers in a fantasy world.
I'm not too big on the dark stuff either. Audio. I can relate.
I love the dark stuff. Like Berserk is my jam.
I can't do it. I want things to be happy. There's enough.
Berserk is not happy ever. Let me look it up. Oh, speaking of looking it up, what do you guys think of Funimation backing out of VRV? I'll be honest, I've been pirating more and more stuff lately, honestly. Let me look up. Hey, Peter, do you remember that old CG show, that old 3D show, Reboot? The computer world of Mainframe and, they had to protect the world from malicious software. Megabyte.
I feel like I should go with thicker lines for maybe maybe a different kind of brush. Maybe this one. Yeah, this looks good. Well, maybe not good, but appropriate.
It was a cool show from, was it the late 90s or the early 90s? Yeah, it was a 3D show, though. It came out around the time of, like, I don't know if you remember Pirates of the Dark Water, one of the original, not the original, but one of the better Transformers series era, that kind of stuff. If viewership alone is the source of power, then yeah, I would say, Peter, you are stronger than Shrek. Because, man, your show's been going on for a long time. But I guess that means Homer Simpson would be stronger than anyone? I used to love Reboot, though. It was great. The animation's probably such garbage these days, but I don't think it's... I still think it's better than... It's got to be better than anime 3D. Where is that freaking anime? I cannot find it.
Oh, the slime one?
I hate VRV's, their user interface on the app. Okay, oh, it's just called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Ragna. Yeah, Detective Conan is really long. What about One Piece?
One Piece. That one actually, it's been going on for a while, but
if we're talking
not
manga,
that long. I mean, Dragon Ball's been going on longer than that.
If we're talking about manga and Japanese stuff as well, then there's a lot of stuff that would be stronger. But in the West, I think The Simpsons and South Park would probably take the cake as far as shows with power. The Simpsons has been going on for a long time. Like 24 years? Something like that?
Oh, dang, really?
Homer Simpson is very dumb. He's extremely dumb.
What is it with American shows and dumb protagonists?
Well, dumb sells. Dumb is funny.
Yeah.
Have you guys checked out the new one by Trigger Studios, Gridman?
Guritoman.
We also just started one that we kind of slept on last season, and I wish we hadn't because it seems like it'll be really good. Golden Kamui.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
Yeah. This actually looks pretty cool, what you've done here. This whole... He looks kind of like a ghost or something.
Yeah, I did some research on digital art, like techniques on how to make your stuff look a little bit cleaner. And a lot of people do like a really rough sketch and then do their line art on top of it, kind of like inking a drawing in pencil. So
Yeah.
I'm giving that a shot. Hopefully it doesn't take a really long time.
They're already looting one of the girls? Really? There's so much other stuff they could loot this season. Like, there's the new Senran Kagura anime just started this month, or this season. Conception.
Oh god.
Conception. Wow. You just have to look at Conception to know what I'm talking about. I haven't... We've only watched the first episode, but there's also this new Alchemist one. Ulysses.
Look at that elbow.
The dude wants to save his friend going off to fight in a military battle, or she was kidnapped on the battlefield, and he wants to save her, so he starts really digging into the Philosopher's Stone, you know, getting really into that Full Metal Alchemist territory, but, yeah.
I'm trying to find something that'll taper off with... Because his stuff kind of looks like it was drawn like with a, like sumi ink or something.
No, I need a refresher on JoJo Ragna. I really do. And Sash hasn't seen JoJo, so we have to get into that and start from the beginning.
Yeah,
Time to go back under that tree with JoJo and his beloved. It's good that you're an expert on the Western stuff, Peter, because I'm sure in the future we're gonna have a lot of viewers come and go that are more into that and not quite sure what the stream's about. So you can help. You can be our mediator. And yes, Peter, Indiana Jones was a big part of the old childhood. Aren't they making a new one? Like, I could have swore I heard something about a new Indiana Jones, but if it's not Harrison Ford, I don't think I could do it. Oh, speaking of Hajime no Ippo, Ragnar, there is a new one. I don't know if you've seen anything on it. Hinomaru Sumo. Hinomaru, dang, that's kind of hard to say together. Hinomaru Sumo. It's about sumo wrestling.
Hinomaru?
But it's actually pretty good so far. We've only seen the first 2 or 3 episodes, but it's really good.
Yeah, I think sumo's cool. So that's kind of exciting to see. I don't know why these aren't tapering off properly.
I think the only part I could ever do about do like Indiana Jones though, Ragna, is maybe the gun. The gun, and whenever he runs away from something, I could do those things. No, I could do the whip. I'm just lying. I used to actually mess around with all sorts of bull whips and stuff on the farm, and always used to imitate Indiana Jones when I was younger. I got real good at cracking the whip. I don't think I would trust it to try and swing on things with it, though. I'd injure myself.
Oh no, my phone's dying. What am I gonna do without my reference?
The Lego games are really popular, Peter, but believe it or not, I've never actually gotten around to just... I've never really played them. I don't know if it was something like... I think kind of like you, I'm worried they're going to mess up my favorite franchises like Batman and Indiana Jones. I just didn't want to take a chance on trying it, and then it would suck like you're saying. I've heard from a lot of people they're great, but I don't know. I don't want people messing with my franchises.
Oh, it's not weighted, no wonder.
Lego Avengers, yeah, that... I think I'll just stick with the comics and the movies. But you know how it is, Peter. They're going to go wherever the money takes them. If everyone is into the Avengers, then let's Lego it!
Oh, that's weird.
It's all Disney, though, so I mean...
Why is it always ending in a square? I want it to taper.
Yeah, Ragnar's got a point. You could use my arms through twigs they could reference.
What? Nah.
My twig arms.
Nah, your arms ain't twigs.
Birds like to land on them.
Oh, have you had that happen before?
But then they're surprised when they don't fall through them. But then I try to nibble on them a little bit, you know, chicken nuggets. And they fly away.
It's like the closest thing. Okay, I guess we're using this one.
I just use body control, Ragna. Whenever I don't want anyone to know my true strength, I make myself look very feeble and weak.
Man, teach me that.
And then when I feel they're worthy of seeing my real power, I pull out my gun. I run them over with my car. Run them over with the Mazda. This isn't even my final form. Go get the pickup truck. Think you can Tacoma me? I really want to play Torna Ragna, but I has not the time. I think I'm gonna have to do like you and tube it.
Oops, that's an eraser.
Don't forget me! You're done! On Reddit, there was someone that actually threw up on the subreddit. So, do you guys think that those audio lines were actually like a pre-update present for those who were around since before the update?
Did they remove them altogether?
Oh, yeah. Let me do that real quick. They didn't remove it. What they did is they lessened the frequency that they said the lines at.
Oh.
They were ridiculous. You heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if... I'm pretty sure Ragna and Audio both did this. But did you guys ever go onto the ship, the one that's in Gormont, and just go and pull as many of the soldiers as you could to one place, and it would just become like an audio bomb. Just non-stop voice lines. Just bleeding into each other. Peter, I love your little Luigi that's got his butt sticking out as your profile picture. It almost looked like Luigi is twerking.
How you regretted pulling that many?
Have you guys heard that they took the they took the main Xenoblade theme and they replaced all the notes with think you can take the lines from the soldiers. Have you guys heard that song? If not, you should look it up. But someone went and on Reddit they did a tribute to the old voice lines. So they started that video on YouTube in 20 tabs on their computer and went and turned the sound on for each one at a time. It's pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, I think that's a theme with what the crap is the company that does that stuff?
Rockstar,
yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
What was the game that had some controversy? The like detective stuff.
Oh, Noir? LA
yeah.
Noir?
Where are my words?
All of, for the record though, that description would fit almost everything that ever has left Rockstar's studio.
Yeah, it seems like they're pretty bad about that.
But that should not be the case. Rockstar, okay, Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold more than any game in history. Across the last 5 years since its release, it is the most prolific video game in history. Like, the flat sales are higher than anything. I think Fortnite is actually the game that's made the most gross overall revenue. But behind, you know, a phenom like that, it would be Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, Rockstar...
Yeah, they got the money to...
If they ever want to make... They have like almost the right or the ability to print money. All they have to do is take San Andreas and make it... put it on the Switch right now. Take Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and put it on the Switch. Boom. They would probably make more money than most AAA titles that were released that year. So there's really no reason that Rockstar could be doing... Like, why they could be doing that. I mean...
No excuse.
It's ridiculous. One thing I say is probably at fault for that is a lot of gamers, like people with true passion for making games or really want to get into the field, we're too nice. Like, gamers in general are way too kind. We're like, no, I'm serious. Like, okay.
They can't be.
Hear me out.
I worked at GameStop for a bit, so it's a little polarized in my opinion.
But I'm saying, like, okay, as far as wanting to work in the industry, I think, realizes that gamers really want to be developers. They want to work in the industry.
Yeah, it's a sort of the same deal with, like, artists, how people pay them an exposure. So, like, you get to be a game developer, so we're not going to pay you what you deserve because you're living the dream or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they think that they capitalize on the fact that the people with the most passion that are going to do their most in their offices are the ones who are the real gamers, and they realize that we really want that job, and when you really want that job and your employer realizes it, it opens that window for malicious behavior. They take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And it's really sad because it's like, what gamer out there doesn't want to be like, hey, I'm an art designer at Rockstar? That would be awesome. Like, right?
Yeah,
you want to say, that'd be great. Yeah, I work at Rockstar for a living, or I work at Gearbox, or, I mean, you know. But then they also don't want to put, they'll put that at the top of their priorities. That's the big thing on their mind. But then later on, it's like, you're working for peanuts, and you're working all around the clock and doing all this work, and, you know, they're making all this money, the bigwigs up in, you know, corporate a-hole land. And it's like, but what is it really? You're just another overworked, underpaid, you know, corporate slave. It's really a shame.
Yeah.
You work at Valve, Ragna? Are you the chicken nugget administrator?
No, but what if he legit works at Valve?
I was just thinking that'd be like, what? Watch Wagner. He's actually like an executive producer or something at Valve, and he's just like, this is one of his side quests. This is one of his pastimes, is to just go and check out streams and see what people are doing to keep up with The internet and the times.
Wouldn't be watching us then.
He's mingling with the commoners. Alright. Did you send it, Peter? Okay, there it is, yeah. Oh dear.
That's actually relatively tame.
Yeah, that is pretty relatively tame, Peter.
That's not what I was expecting.
I mean, as far as posting stuff on the channel, Peter, this would be okay. Just make sure there's no, like, she's actually doing a good job of keeping things tasteful. Like, she's not just flat out, it's not like a stripper show, so this would be okay. And by the way, Peter, I'm gonna, you might be a little shocked at this. I don't think anyone would think you were weird for this one. This stuff gets major hits on Twitter, and like I'm pretty sure she's probably making as much as a doctor each year. Peter, she probably makes the same money as a doctor. It's crazy. He even put, "This is weird. I'm so sorry." That's just what the world is all about these days, Peter. A My Little Pony or furry deviant artist can make, like, seriously, well over 6 figures a year if they're prolific enough. George Clooney. So, this is a question to all you guys. How long do you think it's going to be before we start really seeing, like, prolific, big-time celebrities, like in Hollywood celebrities? How long do you think it's going to be before we see them doing cosplay and everything? Because, in my opinion...
They already, though? Like, some of them go to cons and stuff in cosplay to, so people don't recognize them? I've
heard some do that. I know, like, Nicki Minaj does a lot of interesting tributes to anime and games in her videos. It really is Super Saiyan Blue.
That's great.
Peter. The funny thing is he actually pulls those bangs off quite nicely.
I don't know why the edges on this brush are so ugly.
It's not even Peter's final form. I saw that actually, Ragna. A lot of athletes have been doing a lot of that kind of stuff. Did you guys see the there was a end zone victory pose where they actually, a victory dance. They actually did the fusion dance together after they scored a touchdown. It was a college ball game.
Lost my reference. I will go.
But the numbers already prove it, that video games and streaming, especially like on Twitch and YouTube, other platforms, Facebook, is actually making more money than Hollywood now.
Dang.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And esports tournaments are approaching actual real sports revenue. They're actually building a full esports gaming stadium here in Plano, Texas.
Dang, really? Where?
It's somewhere in Plano, but I saw the floor plans to it, what they plan on. It's going to be open by, I think, 2024. But I think it's like a $3 billion stadium.
Dang.
Our AT&T stadium was like $10 billion. So that says something. It's going to have a cool lounge. It's going to have like a VR stadium area for VR games. It's going to have, I think, 3 internet cafes built into it. So, esports, video games, pop media, pop culture, anime, it's taking over.
I'm okay with that. Sounds like boss music.
What is this? Sans Undertale? Sans Undertale Sprite. Peter Griffin shows up under images.
You'll be 12 that year? I don't know that I follow your math, Ragna.
Sans Undertale is Peter Griffin. Watch. Ragna is actually Tetsuya Nomura.
So nice.
Yeah, I see it, Peter. I was looking at that. That's what we were just saying. Sans Undertale sprite. Peter Griffin.
Yeah, you probably said that before you said that, because there's such a
Oh,
lag.
yeah, there's a delay. My bad.
We've got it turned down as low as we can get it. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this all clean and stuff. And
Yeah, we do need to get a Discord going, though. It'd be so much easier to communicate with all you guys if we had one.
yeah, it would be. We should do that.
We should. Will we? That remains to be seen, though.
About what artwork?
The joke? Him being Tetsuya Nomura?
Oh, no.
We say my memory's bad. Dang, that just happened like 12.4 seconds ago.
Sorry, my memory's awful. I guess I need to go commit Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Ragna 2018. Twister. I don't know what she's actually saying, but
There's a lot of English in the lyrics.
I should have done a better job with this hand when I did the rough sketch, because now I'm having to be so careful to make it look clean.
With the lines like that and him being faded out, he almost looks like a ghost. He's an audio ghost.
This needs to be just a little
You know actually
darker.
how it looks where you've muted it, where you've made it more like gray? Nicki Minaj for Smash. Her ass can kill Cloud. Ragna, there's so many Smash jokes to go along with that. Oh, but as I was saying, where the gray is, where you've grayed it out, it looks like it does. You ever seen a wall after someone power washes graffiti off
Oh,
or
yeah.
paint off? It looks like that. And considering the nature of the game, it kind of fits. It's like even if someone tried to remove Neku, like they would like power washing a wall, the outline still remains.
He's still gonna show up in Kingdom Hearts?
He's still there.
Okay, let's go with that.
I really wish they'd take on some other developers' worlds in Kingdom Hearts, because you know what world I would love to see them go to? Jet Grind Radio.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I thought they do some Marvel stuff. I don't think they are, though. They probably would have said something by
No,
now.
there was a big licensing snafu with Marvel. That's why they didn't do it.
Oh, come on. Can't y'all just, like, drop that for a
Well,
minute?
the thing is because Marvel right now is it's still in the phase of, yeah, Jet Set Radio. That's the American version. I'm always like Jet Grind, because when it came out originally on Dreamcast, even here in America, it was Jet Grind. They didn't switch it over to Jet Set until they moved it to Xbox. But for Marvel, too many people own licenses for a lot of the characters, like the X-Men, Spider-Man, Venom, and all that. You know how they're going through the whole rigmarole with getting it away from Sony and Fox? That's why. There's too much territory where they just can't go there.
Probably cost too much.
So, because of that, they didn't want to risk it. The lawsuits, the litigations. But the world of Jet Set, I think, would be a good one.
Yeah, I feel like what is it called when he scoots around on the bars and stuff?
Grinding?
Yeah, but no. What they call it in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, you mean you're using that full motion sense system they've got going?
Yeah, the one they introduced in Dream Drop.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna try to pretend that I'm just that into Kingdom Hearts.
Flow motion or something.
Flow motion.
What?
Is it?
I don't know.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Flow
legit.
motion.
Ooh, yeah, man, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be a good crossover.
Their styles are so similar.
Man, could you imagine just Neku and like...
Oh, it looks like he's got a nail. It's creepy.
It's not Beat, is it?
Huh? Beat?
Beat is Bust a Groove. No, that's Heat. Yeah, it is Beat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Beat. Okay,
So
Beat and Heat. Yeah, because... Okay, yeah.
There's Beat and Corn and I can't remember any of the other ones.
Beat and Neku have a co-op level together.
What is this?
Beat teaches Neku how to skate.
That's better.
How to rollerblade. The World Ends With You graffiti.
The world ends with radio.
Oh yeah. Peter is definitely a huge meme. I don't think you'd be able to go through regular old social media and not see him somewhere. When I was doing a Google search for Peter Griffin, one of the first things that comes up is a Peter Griffin meme generator. What is that about? Is that like a site where you can go and just input some stuff and it throws like a random image back at you? Like throw a topic onto it and it'll somehow make it a meme with Peter involved. Oh, the music chill app. Did Utada ever do any work for The World Ends With You?
I don't know. I was just thinking that kind of sounded like her.
I think she was already retired before The World Ends With You, though. She recently came out of retirement, but I'm pretty sure she already put her hat up by the time this came out.
Yeah, I think so.
Just Kingdom Hearts? Alright.
Ragnar always knows. He's got to be a game developer.
He's Nomura, I'm telling you.
Oh, that's right.
He's Ragnar Nomura, the
Crap.
Blood Edge.
Pressure's on. He's probably so mad right now. How could you do this to Neku?
Oh, Ragnar, did you see the art piece on Twitter by this dude? He's really good. Named Absolum, ABSOLUM. Yeah, he mixed Metal Gear and Kingdom Hearts. He did
Yeah, crap is cool.
He did the picture of where Sora's floating, holding the cards and his Keyblade and all the cards of the characters behind him. He replaced Sora with Big Boss and put like the Boss, Solid, Solidus, all Volt and all them on the cards behind him. Looked really good.
Oh no, my pocket.
Original.
What is
Peter
all
the
this?
Peanut. They've got
What the fuck?
it's
Kirby.
it's Peter is Kirby and Peter is King DDD. Isn't there one that's Peter Griffin as Popo from Dragon Ball 2? I'm pretty sure I saw that at one point. Yeah, if you haven't checked the dude out though, Ragna, his name is Absolum, ABSOLUM, I believe. He's really good. He does a lot of like Capcom Square Enix, various video game pieces. He also does commission, but I'm not sure if the commissions would really be up your alley.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to move these weights around. You know, I gotta work on my twig arms. Watch my figure. My twigger.
Do you even lift, bro?
I don't. Peter Griffin memes are quite funny. But Peter's a funny dude, too. So he kind of falls into it naturally. The memes just pour onto his face like so much lotion. And he just rubs it in. The Peter Griffin on the Kirby looks like he's really satisfied, like he had the best meal ever. You doing this picture, though, makes me want to have you do Musashi from Brave Fencer.
Was that the dude with the crazy bangs that were like an icon for like everything?
Yes.
Yeah, he'd be fun.
He had the huge ponytail in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And he had the crazy not ponytail. He had a crazy bang in the front that like went down to his stomach.
Yeah, that crap was nuts. I played that a little bit.
If you look at his swords, he had swords to match his hair. He had a little katana in one hand, and he had Cloud's freaking Buster sword in the other. No, we haven't really got around to decorating this year. We've been really bad at it as far as decoration for anything the past couple of years. We were moving stuff for a renovation downstairs a while back, and the renovation kind of never got completed because of, financial issues. And we've got a lot of stuff sitting in the living room, so we don't decorate because all of that is there.
And it's sort of hard to decorate for Christmas because the cats,
Maul everything.
Yeah, they'd probably climb a tree and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they destroy everything. It's funny to watch, though, until after it happens.
Yeah.
After it happens, it's, like, why did we let them do this? They were having fun. It's gonna be fun cleaning all this up, too. And then replacing it with money. Despacito. Hey, Abdullah, how are you?
Hello.
I think we missed you last week, so welcome back. This is the soundtrack for The World Ends With You, which is where our character here comes from. This is Neku, if you're not familiar with the series.
Neku Sakuraba.
Sakuraba. I'm pretty sure Sakuraba is a very common surname. Nah, Peter, for right now, they're just right. I actually really love memes. It's actually crazy. Have you guys heard that there actually is a war on memes going on out there?
Yeah, he does say that, huh?
It's funny when he says that, because as he says it, I'm like, well, you're making a choice not to get them because you've just stated that you never will. Yes, we need mercy and Natsu.
He's so edgy.
I'm not even gonna lie, this song would actually do well here in America. Like, if they just released it on an album, they'd be like, whoa, it's the new Rihanna. That's why Utada did really well here in the States, though, because she can sing so well English.
Mm-hmm.
She did really good.
Wouldn't even know that she's Japanese.
All right, Peter. Cheese for everyone.
I'll take some.
Yeah, cheese is good. Okay. Oh no. Portia's turning her back.
Porter.
She's like, Mercy's not here, so I gotta look away.
What was that?
Yeah, Abdullah, everything is good. Thank you for checking up on us. It was more AT&T that things had. It got pretty bad for them. One of their switching centers or video hub office burned not quite to the ground, but the ceiling on it collapsed and damaged most of their gear. So, and they didn't have a replacement or an alternate, so they had to actually get in there, dig everything out, clean it up. I guess throw tarps over the ceiling and rebuild it as much as they could. But all of Dallas, Fort Worth, and Mansfield, 3 whole regions, were down for like, I think, 13, 14 hours. Black Ops camo emblem. What is that on? He's got light shining off of his stomach or chest. Is that where his chest ends and his stomach begins?
I think I used the wrong brush. This looks not clean.
That picture might be a little too revealing.
That's where we gotta draw the line.
Gotta draw the line when we're able to see Peter Griffin's nipples. But yeah, Abdullah, we're good. No worries about missing a week. I mean, you can't really miss all that much here, so.
Yeah, we're just happy you come.
Yeah. As far as the content, we can't guarantee any of that, but you guys are the reason we're here, so.
We probably missed more weeks than y'all do.
Yeah, life tends to strike out of nowhere.
I like this one, this song.
Yeah, this is a good one. We can miss everything. Appreciate the vote of confidence there, Ragna, but I don't know if I would stick around for our show. I shouldn't say stuff like that.
What do we even do here?
I would be here to chat with you guys as a viewer, I'll be honest. Actually, I don't really do anything, so I kind of am just a viewer.
Oh.
Aren't I? I'm just a viewer. Well, you're here with us now, Abdullah, and that's what counts. Don't worry, we'll be doing it for plenty more weeks to come, I'm sure. As long as we have requests. Speaking of which, requests. If you guys have any.
I think next week we're doing a Halloween themed type of deal.
Yeah, we are going to be doing The Groom from Corpse Bride.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could figure out how to incorporate, what was her name? Crap. The skeleton chick from same thing.
The Bride?
Yeah. I was gonna try to incorporate her, but man, drawing more than one person, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, more than one character might be, we could do like 2 weeks in a row, though. And we have another week before Halloween?
Do we?
It's the 19th. So that's 11 days. Tuesday's only... Yeah, we could do... I think we... If we can manage to keep the schedule up. Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Yeah, that was Johnny Depp, wasn't it?
Yep. Let me see. Okay, let's see what we've got. Yeah, next Tuesday, if we did one of them next Tuesday, we could do the bride the night before Halloween, on Hallowed Eve. All Hallows Eve. Because Halloween falls on Wednesday, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'd sort of like them to be in the same picture, although maybe I could work on the same picture 2 streams. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, be sure to do that, Abdullah, because after Halloween, we are going to need some requests. We're just going to draw everything Johnny Depp now. The Johnny Depp art stream. Brought to you by Kitty Big Games.
Why not?
I'd prefer to call us KBG, but so many people seem to think that I'm saying the KGB, as in, you know, Russian intelligence.
Well, as y'all have seen, we'll pretty much do anything. Well, not anything, but within reason.
Yeah, Audio and Abdullah, be sure to. You got a couple weeks to think about it, since we got the next 2 weeks planned. But yeah, whatever you can think of, toss it our way. Like I said, Peter, we've got next week is gonna be the groom from Corpse Bride, and the week after will be the bride from Corpse Bride, leading up to Halloween. But what do you think about Peter Griffin? She's making a pretty funny face. You did say we'd do anything. You did Bender already. It'd kind of be in that category, right?
Isn't he like a meme, though? Couldn't that end badly?
Nah. Well, everything is a meme somewhere. On Reddit, everything is a meme. And Peter's become quite the regular. He even reminded me tonight. Like, it was like 7:33. Waiting. She'll do it, Peter. No worries. She's given me the funniest face ever, but
I don't know.
I think it's because the Western stuff is actually a lot more challenging for her than this stuff. Peter Griffin's intense contours and the perfection of his skin, his masculine chin. These are all things that are difficult for Sasha to draw, but she needs practice. So, are you up to the challenge?
Nope, sure not.
That was too fast. Just said yes. Speaking of Fluttershy, I wonder if Fluttershy will ever be back. She seemed a little offended.
I don't think she liked my picture.
Yeah, she seemed a little miffed. It came out good though. Like, it got a lot. A lot of people on Reddit liked it.
I just don't like drawing things like
Sure no Toki? I don't think we have. Is that a new one this season? Because there's a lot of new stuff flooding in right now, Abdullah, that we're trying to keep up with, but oh my god, it's difficult. The first 3 weeks are always the hardest because we try to give even the crappy ones, the crappy seeming ones, an episode or two to change our mind.
Yeah, because there's some that go under the radar.
Yeah, and there's some that appear bad in the beginning and then they actually turn out to be really good. But the first 3 weeks are always the hardest because that's when we're kind of getting just inundated with series. Oh, Magi! Oh, no, I did not actually watch Magi. I meant to, because it seems to have some really cool characters. Knights in Magic. Isn't that one of the new ones on... I think I saw that on VRV earlier. Okay, Peter, I'll ignore that picture. Oh, man. Oh. Let me get out of your way.
What is this?
Let me get out of your way. Don't click. 1 sec, guys.
Uh-oh.
Did it kill your stuff?
Mm-mm.
Alright, you're good.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's see. Oh, no worries, Abdullah, we don't actually have to be familiar with the content to draw something if you want it. Natsu actually sent us a request that was from a pretty cool looking manga that we'd never actually heard of before, and well, we have now, and it actually seems like a pretty good one. But we still drew the main character from, well, Sash drew the main character from that one.
Yeah, I just do better with Japanese stuff, but I feel like I did more harm than good with Fluttershy, but guess I'll learn my lesson.
Well, I mean, you got your own style, so.
I just really like drawing realistic looking horses, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to draw Fluttershy a little more horse looking, but it's not what.
No worries at all, Peter. Thanks to the internet, my eyes are probably, they're so desensitized now that it just don't even matter anymore.
It just don't even matter.
Just don't even matter. Tell you what.
I tell you what.
It's all good that Nintendo shit. I think Milo likes the artwork for The World Ends With You, because
He's just sitting there staring at it.
yeah, he sat in front of the TV and he's just been staring at the artwork that comes up.
I wonder if I can. He's a little bit far away, but. Yeah.
Yeah, he's there,
He's just a
but it's hard to
silhouette.
see him.
And sleeping portion.
And then now there's this huge glaring fingerprint on the lens. No.
Hello.
What's up, Mario? Uh-oh. Wrong cats.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
He sent me a picture of the FBI phone number to call on him. He still looks like this ghost in Well, his arms are real now. They're all thick. Ionia? No. I don't think so. No. Refresh my memory, though. What is... Ion. Yeah, this is definitely more up Sasha's alley as far as her art style is concerned.
Yeah. Tetsuya Nomura is my favorite ever.
Isn't it like... Isn't his work what you kind of originally based your stuff off of?
Sorta. He's like, my idol, or my words.
Your, role model?
Yeah. Like, I don't want my style to look exactly like his, but his is one of my favorites.
Oh, Xenoblade 2 Ion. Okay, yeah. I was like, what Ion does audio mean? There's been a lot of Ions. No, we have not drawn anything from Xenoblade at all. Have we? No.
We did Nia.
We did Nia. My mistake. Yeah, just Nia and Little Baby Dromart. Why was I thinking Nia was from something else?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? It's because you drew her as Blade Nia. And I'm used to regular Nia. Like, I didn't use Nia's Blade form hardly at all. She's my dedicated healer, so I didn't want to lose her as that. And I didn't get good enough to heal strictly through critical hits alone.
Yeah,
That's most of the women in Xenoblade, though.
Yeah, she's pretty dang thick.
Yeah, Nia was always in my team. Like, I try once I got Ursula fully geared out for her, but like she was never out of the team. It was always Rex, Nia, and I would swap the tanks. It would be either Tora or Morag.
What does his MP3 player look like? It's got like a little...
That'd be fun if it was like a Zune.
That's pretty much what it is.
Is it?
It's like a little...
It looks like a life alert to me. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Life alert. It saved Neku. If you fall in that crosswalk in Shinjuku, you fall out there, you're gonna need some life alert.
Yeah.
Because you're about to get trampled. Hey, Ragnar remembers the Zune.
I remember the Zoom.
I remember it. You got me one for my birthday after I asked for it. To this day, I'm kind of wondering why I ever did.
Did you ever use it?
I did.
You did?
I did. I used it for a while. I liked it because it was all metal. I think that's what I liked about it.
Almost looks like a test tube or something.
Huh? Oh, his necklace one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Zune had a nice design. It was kind of sleek. Yeah, what is
I think they
this?
tried too hard with it, and that's why the iPod killed it. Well, that and it's the iPod. And they're Microsoft. Smash Brothers. I'd say we're decently hyped about it. As believable as I sound. Fighting games, we get excited about some of them. And we'll get them and we'll play them like crazy for a day or two. And then they kind of fall in the back burner.
Every time I click this picture, it's getting smaller. Come back. There we go.
Sasha's having to remind herself how the internet works.
This button on here really does not matter. I should not be trying this hard.
You know what? It actually looks more like...
Did it? Oh, no.
Yes, it did, Ragna. Have you checked Twitter? Or not Twitter. Twitch? Okay, so you know the Soul Calibur Create a Mode character? So the dude with the most views on Soul Calibur right now isn't even Maximilian Dude or one of the bigger ones. This dude made a female character. He used the female body and made her look like the Wii Fit trainer. She has no features. It's just like, it looks like a mannequin. And I don't know if he modded it in or what, but he actually put like something that looks like a giant dick, right? In the thing's crotch, and he plays Voldo style. So he's like flipping upside down, and he goes after everyone doing the upward hip thrust with this thing. It's one of the most hilarious things ever. It's on Twitch, and...
Oh my god.
It's great. 49 days until Smash. Whoa!
Daijoubusuka?
Yeah, we're gonna be getting it though. I was looking at that special edition for it, but I just can't be convinced just yet that controller is worth it, because it's just 2 lines on the controller. If they would have put like, I don't know, maybe some flames or something more interesting, but yeah, we'll be getting it. Oh, you did see it, Ragna? Yeah. That was great. Oh, as far as his little MP3 player, it actually looks more like a USB stick.
Yeah, it does.
Or a pregnancy test. Is Neku pregnant?
Neku, are you pregnant? Why are you not telling us? Does Nomura know?
Ragna, have you seen the new, the remodeled Switch controllers? They're actually cheaper, and they're designed better, too. You want a controller that was worth it, though. The Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that limited edition controller, in my opinion, was worth it. That's a good-looking controller. Joshua's pregnant. So he's bringing... Oh, that's what this picture's all about then, Ragna. He's got that around his neck, and he's like... He's pointing at Joshua. I know your secret, dude. I've got it here right around my neck. You're pregnant.
He's looking like that dude from Boku no Hero. Eraserhead's bud.
Oh, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike.
His name... Oh, my God. His name is Mike.
Yeah, like microphone.
Oh, no.
Your fan fiction. Whoops.
Oh, no.
That was a fiction reveal. That was the next chapter.
I'm cooking. I gotta get rid of my hoodie.
Abdullah, I haven't been interested in a Call of Duty in a long time, but I've actually been hearing a lot of good things about Black Ops 4. I'm almost tempted to give it a shot, and I haven't played one in a long time. Oh, Sasha's actually in need of the caffeine tonight, so she's got this tea. She got this huge thing. Oh, it's right next to the cat, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys can interpret this however you want. She has a huge bottle, and all you can read in English is black.
I think it's oolong tea black.
Oolong.
I don't know the kanji for oolong,
black
but that's
tea.
the kanji for tea, so I'm just guessing. It's oolong tea, and it says black, so...
You didn't see the whole bottle, but this thing is longer than the cat. It's huge, and it's black.
Maybe I should put it beyond Portia for scale.
You're gonna drop it on her and injure her.
No, it's okay.
People are gonna boycott our channel for risking lives of animals because you're putting your big black long tea bottle over them.
She's fine. Look at her. She's asleep. She's asleep. Okay, let's try some hair.
So
Hair
when
is my
if
favorite.
cats are asleep, they're invincible then?
She's. What is black ice cream?
Licorice.
No.
Black licorice
No.
ice cream.
No.
Hey, do any of you guys we have any black licorice? Licorice?
Licorice.
Black licorice lovers out there? Watch, I'm gonna be the only one.
That's usually the case. I don't want to have to erase his eye. I worked hard on that.
You can still see it in the picture though. It's the same one.
It's similar, yeah. Oh. Well. Okay. I like the way his bangs are in that, so we're just gonna look at the TV now.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Like maybe taro?
Yeah, taro ice
Is
ice
it
cream.
purple or is it actually black? Yeah, I'd rather have Twix, but I'm not a big fan either. No, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's a classic, Peter. Fairly Odd Parents. It's been a long time since I've seen any of it, but yep. You always get killed from someone in front of you, Abdullah? Is this like a student that sits in front of you in class? Because I know you're going to school to be an engineer. Thanks, Audio. I appreciate the thought. Oh, I'm very familiar with the show Jimmy Neutron, Peter. If you ever want... Okay, I know you were asking us to remove face rig at one point. If you ever want a face reveal of me, just look at Jimmy Neutron and Dexter. Not the serial killer, but Dexter's Laboratory. Mix them, and boom, you've got Roy. Dexter's height is more accurate, though. Oh, with Call of Duty? That's right, we were talking about that. I need to get the chat up because the window that we're using to watch you guys' chat here on the screen, it's only...
Fast.
Yeah, it only comes up for a few seconds, so if I don't look at the monitor the entire time, I miss some stuff. Let me pull up the actual chat on the YouTube app. I don't like looking at it on the YouTube app because that gives us an extra viewer and that feels like cheating. It's probably stupid, but...
Game Shark in that YouTube.
So how do you, like, have you actually played the new Call of Duty, Abdullah? Actually, anyone that's played it. I'm looking for reviews. I don't know if Jimmy Neutron's family would get along too well with Peter's family. Oh yeah, wasn't it about a crossover? Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron? I did not actually see that one. Fairly Odd Parents I saw mostly because my nephews, they loved all those shows, and I would be over there at their house and I'd watch them, like the random episode with them. When it comes to that era, one of my favorite shows would probably have been Chowder, Flapjack.
That crap was funny.
There's a note in this song that sounds like a cat, and I keep thinking that there's a cat out there.
It sounds like Reese's. Is she out on the landing?
It's the song. But yeah, if any of you guys have played Black Ops, let me know what you think of it. It might be a web game somewhere, Peter. Lots of folks like to make those fan-based web page games. Some of them are actually pretty dang good, too.
Let's see.
Maybe there's a fan movie out there somewhere, Peter. To be honest, I've seen some fan movies that are actually better than the official stuff. Autocorrect. Damn you, autocorrect. Yeah, Flapjack could get pretty disturbing, but I mean, if you guys look back at a lot of the cartoons that were around during the 80s and the early 90s, there's so much stuff that would just not fly these days in those things.
Yeah, there was some stuff that was just damn right disturbing.
Damn you, Kelsey Grammer. Oh, Invader Zim was great. Have you ever read any of the comics by Joaquin? Joaquin Vasquez, the guy who did Invader Zim? Pretty sure there's some fan stuff on that, or really similar to it, Peter. Where he goes, I think I've seen Griffin go into a few different other shows. So if you are interested in a bit of a funny read, not Joaquin Vasquez, it's Jonin Vasquez. Jonen Vasquez, I believe.
Jonan Vasquez?
Yeah, Jonin Vasquez. So he did a lot of times like Joaquin. The J can be yeah, a lot.
What's up, Milo?
Oh, Milo came in and wants to demand things now. What's up, buddy? But Ragnar, one of his first works in comic form was called Squee, Squee, with an exclamation mark at the end of it. Go read that. It's a great time. They're friggin' hilarious. They are very mature, but they're hilarious. Oh, Ragnar, that reminds me. We were wondering, Sasha and I were talking the other day, and we were like, wait a second. Didn't Ragnar say he didn't like Sword Online? Why does he call Milo Kirito then?
Yeah.
So, why do you call the cats Kirito? Oh, audio, I meant to ask, how are you doing, bro? Or sis? Superbot? How you doing, bot? You were in the hospital just last week, so just checking on you. Random
Just
anime names.
Stuck.
Kirito is a kind of easy one to remember. Ranma. Actually, if you use Ranma, you wouldn't be wrong if they were male or female. Guts. We'll have to put a little white streak on his forehead. And that's as far as we go. I don't want to poke out his eye or anything. If we ever do adopt one of those cats that has been injured and has one eye though, totally naming him Guts, especially if he's black. That would be a super white cat, Ragna. The white pretty cat. Peter Griffin in the Justice League. Delivering justice with his mighty chin. Justice unto chicken nuggets. That's good audio. Glad to hear you're recovering. No complications, I hope. I think you were here a little while back, Mike. Name seems familiar. I'm really bad with those, names. Usually it takes folks coming back to the stream a few times, but then I'll remember you. Multiple user accounts. That means more viewers, though, right? No, that would be cheating.
It would be more views.
I don't know if they do that on YouTube, but I heard they watch that pretty strictly on Twitch. Because I think in the beginning, a lot of people were actually making tons of bot accounts, and they would start up their show, and they would have, like, a whole bunch of accounts watching their stuff.
Oops.
Ooh, that shading is actually turning out really nice. Whenever
It's got this, like, super inked look.
Whenever I think shading, I think, I always did it, like, rough, like, almost, multiple lines next to each other, not a solid look. But it actually looks really good when it's just a solid shadow. It'd be difficult to pull that off with a pen and paper, though.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a lot of filler.
Yeah, it is one thing that's nice about digital art.
That's cool, Mike. Don't take it to heart. Ragnar's just one of our mods. He's just wanting to be sure that everyone is who they are. So, Mike, what brings you to the stream? I think we have our category as filming and animation this week, or it might be entertainment. I cannot remember.
Yeah, I didn't check that because we were running late.
Our next hype game. Right now, I'm so inundated trying to get Valkyria and Disgaea beat, but
I'm looking forward to Red Dead.
yeah, there is Red Dead.
It's coming out real soon.
I'm looking forward more to the multiplayer on Red Dead, but, like with most Rockstar games, they don't have the multiplayer available when it first drops. So, Red Dead itself, I'll probably watch Sasha play, because I don't have time to play it. Serve Fresh Games? What kind of channel are they? Are they like a game streaming channel? Do they do like news? The name makes me think of like news. Oh, what's up, bud? Oh.
Oh yeah, and I wasn't logged on, so I'll have to send you a friend request.
Oh yeah, Audiobot. You're on Twitter, right? If you want, just let me know your handle on Twitter, and I'll follow you back, and you can DM us your PSN name, and we'll send you the invite. That's called Fresh Serve Games? Let me check them out. Hello, Milo. You were awfully needy tonight. What's going on, bud? You alright? He's just being an old man tonight. Oh, buddy.
Why are you dropping stuff on me?
He's doing cat things. He's just knocking stuff down. Our cat is going around marauding.
He's rubbing his face in the microphone.
Yeah, that can be rough when you have equipment issues. It's kind of like when every here and there we have issues with the internet. Because AT&T is great some days, sucks most. Yeah, I pulled him up here. I like their thumbnails. They're nice and clean. Pickles. So Abdullah, what do you think about the new Call of Duty? I've been looking for some reviews from folks that I know, so I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it, and I'm on the fence. But I haven't played one honestly since Modern Warfare 3. Hey Mike, when was the last time they did anything? It looks like, have they been out for a little while now? It looks like some of their more recent stuff was just a few months ago, maybe 3 months ago. Oh, they've got some stuff up here from a couple weeks ago. More like vlog stuff. As far as zombies and multiplayer, I was always really fond of the zombies mode. But I do like myself some co-op. As far as player versus player, it gets a little bit old to me, the competitive side, but I mean, if it's good, I'll give it a shot. Oh wow, you've really cleaned him up. Look at that.
He's still not as clean as I would like, but I think I needed to make a bigger canvas.
Oh, so do they play games like together, like couch co-op or competitive stuff? It looks like they're a bunch of friends that play games. That's always fun. Yeah, he's on the main video. The last one they did, it looks like he was actually on the thumbnail. Oh, so are you saying that like friendly fire is kind of easy if you're not good with differentiating the colors, Abdullah? Like, do they not have clear markers over your teammates? Because if so, I think I would be guilty of a lot of friendly fire. I'm not so good with the colors. That could be a big problem for me. I would be killing people left and right that I have no business killing.
Those two things.
I've always had a problem with being a quick trigger puller around corners with a shotgun. Come around a corner, one of my buddies is there. Oh, whoa. Okay, well, that's... Sorry about that, Jimmy. Oh, because you're trying to figure out if they're on your team or not, so they'll end up getting the kill on you. I see what you mean.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, maybe that's one of the reasons I preferred the zombie mode, because it's pretty clear who you gotta kill in that.
Oh, there's a strap coming out of here.
Yeah, in Overwatch, they give you those nice outlines around them, the red outlines, and some if you're close enough for, I like the way they did it, actually. It's real easy to differentiate between friend and foe on Overwatch.
Yeah, I really like how they did it.
Abdullah, I was hearing that they had a, like a crossover zombies mode with Avenged Sevenfold. Was that like a real thing, or was that like, I don't know, something, it looked legit when I saw it. I just saw a video randomly on YouTube about it. Looked kind of cool to me. Yeah, I'm checking them out now, Mike. I'll be sure to give them a look-see. I mean, we're a small channel ourselves, so I'm always up for helping another channel out. Because it is really difficult to get started on YouTube, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
Well, unless you're doing like some crazy stuff, that seems to be what you gotta do, like people hurting themselves or eating crazy foods that's gonna like kill them in the long run, or doing just insane stuff like utterly humiliating themselves. That seems to be what sells right off, like if you really want to have a channel just take off. That are really good editing, and unfortunately I have neither the time nor the skill for that. Oh, I meant there's a rock band called Avenged Sevenfold, and I saw a video that some gamer or another, it might not have even been Call of Duty, was doing a collaboration zombies event or zombies mode with that band. That's what I was asking about. What about the campaign, Abdullah? Have you given much play to the campaign yet? Actually, wait, this one is online only, isn't it? Didn't they take that out?
I think there's a way to get rid of that.
I think I might have been hearing. I think I might have heard that it was online multiplayer only. You could still do a multiplayer campaign though, because that's what Titanfall did.
Oops.
Okay, so there's not a campaign. That's kind of sad, because I really liked the way up through Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the story was really good. I love the campaign.
Okay.
Poor Kibo. Oh, wait, does the new Call of Duty have a battle royale? Like, is it where they drop like the 100 players in and they all survive until the last one standing? Or fight till the last one standing, not survive. Everyone survives till there's just one left. Really? So they did cash in on it, huh? Well,
Dang.
I mean, it's a crazy trend for a reason. I mean,
Yeah, that's smart.
whatever's popular is popular for a reason. It sells, so. The Activision's one of the biggest names in the game, so why wouldn't they? I'm not too interested in Battle Royale, but have you guys seen there is one coming out that's all samurai and like medieval style? Like everyone has just swords, crossbows, bows and arrows, fire arrows, but it's like more melee oriented Battle Royale. That looks like it could actually grab my attention. Wait, are you serious, Ragnar? Will they? I think they would run out of nuggets really fast. He said if you trick or treat McDonald's, they give you free nuggets.
What? Really?
There's no way. There was no way. Yeah, I think if I were going to try a Battle Royale title, I would do some with a samurai or medieval theme, fantasy theme. Horses and melee weapons. If you had any firearms, maybe go back to like muskets, like really old school muskets, like the ones Nobunaga Oda had. Like, it would be a weapon that you could only use once every, like, give it a cooldown, like a reload cooldown, and a really long animation to use. So, like, if you use it, you need to do it really well, or you're going to give away your position and probably get killed. But it can one-shot anybody if you hit them with it. Skill kind of based, more skill-based stuff like that. Man, Neku looks so clean, you don't even have to color him, really. I mean, I know you're going to color him, but
I gotta color him.
you could leave him like that.
Yeah, it's pretty orange. I may need to change that color.
Alright, our music went out. Our internet's been weird ever since they had that issue, so YouTube signed us out. I'm getting it back in there.
Dropping out.
At least it didn't drop out for the stream. That's weird. I think maybe it's the PS4. Yeah, that is one of the things that a lot of people forget that Fortnite always has going for it, is the fact that it's free.
Yeah.
But if you actually look at how good the game is, I mean, I only played the Save the World mode, and the game's built really well. It's got a good design to it. I really liked Fortnite and Save the World mode because I like tower defense games and any kind of horde style game where you have, like, you and some friends can get together, build defenses, and fight off hordes of monsters. But yeah, as far as the Battle Royale, it's not really my style of gameplay. At least not where they're at right now with it. Like I said, if they bring like samurai, melee, more skill-based gameplay to it, or at least like an era that I'm interested in, then yeah, I could probably get into it at that point. Isn't For Honor free now, Audiobot? At least, I think it's free on PS4. Probably Steam too, I would imagine. That one looked really cool. I just never got around to trying it. Oh man, that purple really stands out.
Yeah, I like that color.
Yeah, it looks nice. Especially with everything else being just muted blacks and whites right now. Looking at the character design for The World Ends With You really makes me think of Musashi 2.
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
Oh, it was a temporary free? Okay. I remember they announced that at E3. I think was the first night it went on or went free. No, I fail at the Peter Griffin laugh, unfortunately. I'll randomly nail it every here and there, just like, I don't know, doing stupid stuff around the house. I'll just, I don't know, it's like he possesses me for a second. But that's the only time. If I actually think about it and try to do it, I always fail. Musashi 2 was a really big deviation from the first. The whole saving the damsels in distress and then carrying them through the levels, but using them as weapons was, I don't know, it felt really odd. Like, hey, I can't use my weapons right now, but I'm trying to save you, but I'm gonna swing you at this monster. Because he would do that. He could like swing her at the monster and she would like kick at them and damage them. But it was like a heavy mechanic in the game. You'd go through a level and get to a damsel in distress, and you have to save them, but he carries them back. So he has them in his arms, and he can't use his weapons, and he moves slower. So it's like the game is on hard mode when you're going back from saving them. It was like you would save them and they'd have some random excuse like, oh, I can't walk, you'll have to carry me.
Oops.
Peter, where did you get this old picture of me being arrested by Fireman Sam? That's funny. You're in trouble.
Might be a little bit too dark.
The full game was pretty decent, Ragnar. It wasn't anywhere near capturing the charm and the magic the first game had. Brave Fencer Musashi 1 was just like, in my opinion, is one of the best on the PlayStation 1, and that's saying a lot because the PS1 has a big repertoire of good JRPGs and good games in general. In Brave Fencer Musashi, that might have actually been where my figure collecting love started, because back then when I played it, I wasn't allowed. My dad was a military man, and he didn't let me play video games or get anything that wasn't like military related. So I would play games at my best friend's house, and I remember playing in his copy at his house. And do you guys remember you could buy action figures in Brave Fencer, and you could open them and destroy their value and actually play with the action figure? Like, it would bring up the 3D model of the figure, and you could, like, they all had different actions and things they could do. Or you could keep a mint in the box and display them in your, I think it was in the bar, wasn't it? So there was some place you could display them. Yeah, it is audio. Yeah, he does look like Elvis Presley. Or maybe like a really young, what's his name? I can't remember. Mr. Rogers. Sorry, look at this picture that Peter sent me. This is what happens when they mixed Boo with Neku. He's Nebu now.
Nebu.
Nebu.
He's so pale anyway. I could just leave him like this.
He's super white boy. The opposite of thick, but still gangster.
Is there like a name for this?
Tapioca pudding? I don't know. Alright, cool audio. I remember you saying that your tune on Adamantoise is one of your alts, right? So
That is pretty dang impressive.
Stick as in S-T-I-C-C? Stick.
It's perfect.
Neku is Stick.
Stick.
Stick gangster boy. I'm pretty sure they've already coined that phrase on the internet somewhere, though. Stick instead of thick.
Oops, wrong layer.
We tried to, Abdullah. Ever since Sasha lost her information, though, her character, it's been a little difficult for us to get the motivation to go back and grind it all again.
Yeah, we can't just like jump in and try the new stuff.
Yeah, Ragnar, I heard about that. Did you hear about that? That the PS4 actually got a virus?
I heard something about like people getting messages that had characters that the PS4 couldn't read and it bricking them.
Yeah. You imagine that? Like your PS4 is just like this really angry caveman. He gets a slab of brick or a slab of stone, and it reads fine until this one character that he can't figure out what it is, and then ugh smash. Ugh brick.
This makes
PS4
angry.
PS4 just loses its shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Abdullah, we've been saving it. The reason hers got lost is because last year we for the PSVR we accidentally bought Job Simulator for PSVR on her account, and I was wanting to play it, and the PSVR was on mine. So we did that thing where you just make each other's PS4s your primary, so you can both use the games that you buy. And then we never switched them back, so doing that cut off mine wasn't uploading the saves, hers wasn't uploading the saves. So, yeah, when that happened, she lost the data for like a year.
Yep.
All for Job Simulator. A little bit of game. It's not game pirating. We still paid for it, but
Yeah, just on the wrong account. I mean, It's not like we shared it with everyone we know.
We made one little mistake, and Sony slapped us real hard on the wrist. Ugh, smash!
Well, Portia wasn't sure about that smash. What, you gonna smash me?
Woke her up a little bit. I wonder if that Dog Street line of clothing that Nomura did, if it ever... I don't think it really took off, so I'm pretty sure they closed them down pretty fast. I wonder if the clothes are worth anything these days.
I don't know. If they're not, I'm gonna buy some.
Which meme, Peter? Oh, did you send me another one?
Oh, you lost your stuff too?
Oh, sorry to hear that, Abdullah. That's... Oh, yeah. It's like a Peter Griffin toy and a diorama of the house. The frogs are here as always. Ribbit. As far as the back, it seems to be getting better. It's been raining a hell of a lot over here, and I think that's given me the old ricketies. But I'm definitely feeling optimistic about it. Physical therapy's been doing some good things. I don't know if I'll be climbing telephone poles within the next month or two, but I'm hoping to be back to work here really soon. Oh yeah, I saw it, Peter. It's honestly, it looks like a Happy Meal toy in a diorama for it. Abdullah, did you see they just released yesterday Zora Magdaros Extra Tempered?
Extra tempered.
Not arch tempered, it's extra tempered. We just poured some metal onto the monsters and hammered them a little bit, and now they're real pissed off. That ought to really piss them off. They just went up to all the monsters, poured some metal on them, and stuck their thumbs up their bums. Then unleashed them onto the players. They're your problem now, guys. Get to it. New armored. New layered armor. Oh, new monsters? I don't know. Okay, Abdullah, you're probably going to be a little bit irritated with this, but... Okay, the armor you get, the layered armor you get for Zora Magdaros, you remember the original Hunter's gear that you had?
Oh, no.
In the beginning of the game.
You gotta be kidding.
That's what you get. You can look like you did in the character... Well, not the character creator. Yeah, as soon as the game started, that's what you can look like. Forever.
Why? Oh my god. Capcom, why? Come on. Come on now.
Oh, no way, Peter. I can never go back and look at our old stuff, because I've got this thing where hearing my own voice really irks me. I don't see how you guys stand it, but when I hear my own voice, like if Sash turns on a video or something to check a comment or to respond, I have to mute anything. Like, oh, shut him up. Can't do it. And as far as thinking back on like what I said and like regretting it, I've never been big on regret. I don't see any point to it. It's good to learn from your mistakes, but I figure if I say something stupid, then hey, maybe it'll maybe we'll keep a viewer. Maybe it'll seem stupid enough to keep a viewer or get us a new viewer. I don't know. Thanks, Abdullah. I appreciate that.
I think it's fine too.
I can't stand it. I hear my own voice, and it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. My only purpose is to be here and talk to everybody, because Sash focuses so hard while she's drawing that this would be one of those silence stream channels.
Yeah, it'd be pretty boring.
I don't know about boring. A lot of people, I probably irritate a lot of people, because I imagine there's quite a few people that come to actually watch for the art and to look at how you're handling things, how you're using the tablet, your style, lines, line work, and all that.
No,
And then they got me yapping, and they're like, "Oh, shut him up."
Oh, you mean this voice? I don't know if the world's ready for my real voice, Ragnar. I'll give you guys a glimpse of it every here and there, you know what I mean? Just kind of let it out a little bit, air it out, but sometimes get a little too heavy for the world, and then I got to put it back. You know, don't want to damage nothing like the drapes or the furniture. I don't want to, you know, make the paint peel off the walls or nothing like that, so.
Man, we used to use
Gotta send
WhatsApp
it
all the
back.
time.
Huh?
We used to use WhatsApp all the time.
What's up?
WhatsApp.
Have we used that?
Long time ago.
What? When?
Mukashi. Boot.
I'll never be one of those guys that, like, could seem like... I don't see how... There's a lot of people that have good voices. I can understand them, like, liking how they sound, but... Ugh, I could never get like that. It's like, hey, what? That's one of the main reasons I actually don't try to advertise our videos and stuff all that much, is because, like, I don't know, a little sensitive on the voice. I'm not sensitive, but I don't like it, so I can't bring myself to recommend it that much.
It's so fun though.
Oh, you mean this voice audio? I don't know why. This one just comes pretty naturally to me.
Because it's your real voice.
I was born like this. When I was born, came out my mama, and the doctor was like, "Whoa, we gotta stop this baby. He's gonna make the floor cave in." Because I was just hanging upside down, just like, "Wah." And they had to put it to an end, you know.
Peter and HD Jigglypuff and Smash Bros.
I was born in darkness, molded by it.
And then it still ended up sounding like this. I don't know what happened.
Mama.
What is this? Neku, explain yourself.
Roy's an imposter. No, Roy might be a hipster, but not an impostor. Who would want to imposter me?
That's impossible.
It's impossible. The only good thing about me might be my imposterior.
Oh, why is it still an eraser? Oh, too much.
If they did add Peter Griffin to Smash Bros, they should leave him completely animated as the way he is.
Why is this so much darker?
Mamma mia. Hello.
Spent an awful lot of time coloring these shoes.
So what brand? Oh yeah, they'd be Dog Street, huh? Dang, we already covered that. That seems really hard. Did you guys hear that part just then where she was singing without any beat, like where the music completely drops out and the artist sings just with nothing but the merit of their own voice to ride on? That seems really difficult. That always impresses me when they can pull that off.
Intimidating.
Because, I mean, there's no beat or anything. It's just quiet, so... The song is being carried by nothing but you.
Nope. Sure wasn't.
Sasha does like to sing. I don't think she'll ever do it on stream, but she likes to sing.
Yeah, it took me like 8 years to sing in front of you, so probably not.
Brickleberry, that...
Why can't I
wasn't
draw
that
a
on Adult
circle?
Swim? It sounds really familiar. Makes me think of the old Adult Swim song Brack, though. I loved Brack. Stuff was hilarious. Brack and Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
They're all different sizes. Yeah, whatever. No one's gonna be looking that close to the shoes, right? Right?
Nope. Just all of Reddit when you're done. Reddit seems to like your stuff. They've liked the last two ones that I put up there. They need to put up the rest and get your deviant art working.
Yeah, I gotta try that again.
I've been trying to get her to get the deviant art working, but she never does. She's kind of like with deviant art what I am with Discord.
I tried, and it wouldn't let me upload anything. It was like, nah, you're not authorized to do this in this section. Like, okay, what if I upload it in this category? Nope. You are not authorized to upload in any category.
Maybe it's a time thing. Maybe you can't post fully until you do certain things. A lot of services do that. And Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, was great. Love that show. That and the Venture Brothers. Is the Venture Brothers still going? I don't think it is. It should be, but I think the last season I watched was like 6? Something like that. Crap. Adult Swim or Toonami's been playing the new FLCL. We need to pirate that.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't have TV to watch it on. I wonder if you can watch it on their website.
Crap is this color?
What are your thoughts on it, Ragna? Hey, Peter, you remember when Red Hot Chili Peppers were on The Simpsons? It's meh? Really?
Aw.
That's unfortunate. I kind of pegged it as one of those series that was a one-shot wonder. Like they just won't be able to beat the first season.
I guess that explains why we haven't really seen too much on it since it came out.
It's been, what, 13 years?
It's been a minute.
13, 14 years or something like that since the first season.
Yeah, maybe longer than that.
Yeah, that was in one of their first... It might have been in their first season, or maybe second season. That was one of the most memorable episodes of any cartoon series ever for me, was Red Hot Chili Peppers on The Simpsons. Yeah, we'll still watch it, but yeah, I was kind of thinking we might want to go into it with lowered expectations, because...
Yeah, that's too bad. Sounds like a Vocaloid.
Yeah, it does.
Why is this belt buckle like...
Oh yeah, the pillows are great. So the pillows are still doing the soundtrack for it. That's good to hear.
Oh, yeah. I like the pillows.
I was worried the pillows have been kind of fading away from the music scene lately because we with the advent of big groups like Bump of Chicken, Uberworld's getting bigger. Also, Uberworld's not really new though. Anison Square Garden, which, I mean, that's almost like saying Bump of Chicken. It's the same lead singer.
Unison Square Garden?
Yeah, Unison Square Garden. But yeah, you don't really hear much from the Pillows or like Kung Fu Generation.
Oh yeah, they're great. Last thing they did, I think, was what was that one called? Bokugai Naimachi? Oh, his shoes had more than one purple color. Whoops.
Yeah, you're right. Erased.
Yeah. I don't know why I can never remember the English name of it.
Yeah, don't worry. That's common weeb symptom. We all get it. This makes me think, the tune that's going right now, the guitar, it makes me think of the outro for the boxing anime, Megalo. Megalo boxing. Megalo box.
Yeah, it does sound a little like that. That was a good song.
Do you guys see do you see the contrast in detail between these shoes? It's funny. This one closest to me looks really detailed. Okay? And that one in the back is like when a game is still loading the textures.
It's in the background, and the one's in the foreground, okay?
Yeah, you should, Ragnar. It's a good series. It's only like 12 episodes, too. It's not a long one.
But Megalobox?
Yeah, Megalo.
Yeah.
The animation is old school with new school brushing techniques. It looks really cool. They did a good job with it.
Yeah, it really looks like the manga. The shading and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, it looks like a moving manga. King Milo has emerged yet again and seems to be in a demanding mood. He's insisting on rubbing the microphone, so you guys might hear him a little bit. Wow. Oh, I see that card that you sent me, Peter. Barbarian King, Homer Simpson. If you guys weren't here at the beginning of the stream, she's actually got a background that's a realistic background to it. Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Why does it look like that?
Because you haven't colored his face in, I guess. Wow,
yeah,
that's...
you're right. Well, that scared me. Like, oh, no. What has happened?
It was pretty interesting, though. It almost looked like he was using thermoptic camouflage in front of the crowd, though, because the area where his skin is, like, blurred out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get his skin tone. What kind of sound is that?
Did Starlink come out? It actually looks like it's going to be better than what everyone thought, honestly. I'm kind of wondering how the controls are with the starships over your sticks. I'm really wondering how that's going to work out. Dang it. I'm out of throat cleanser.
You want some of my oolong black?
You're offering me long black. Sure, whatever. Maybe it can wash away the frogs.
It's pretty good.
At this rate, I'm just gonna have to use my real voice. Otherwise, I don't know what else I'm gonna do, because the frogs don't bother this voice. They probably kind of help it, help a little bit, but they don't do jack for the other voice, but hurt it.
Oh, now that I've drank the tea, I feel so much better. Yay. My throat's clean.
This isn't a Kingdom Hearts stream. Where'd Mickey come from?
Ragnar says that he looks just like the people in the background. Let's all go to Shibuya and do some shopping.
Meet y'all in Harajuku.
Yeah, Ragnar is he's not just a mod for the channel, he's also our anime guidance counselor. What, the voice audio? The high-pitched one? I was trying to imitate what my voice might sound like if I didn't have any of the frogs. You know, if I weren't still going through puberty. That's going to be our first piece of merchandise, Ragnar. We're going to draw frogs with facial hair and hair in all kinds of weird places. Call them second puberty frogs. Audio Sator scared him.
Oh, that looks really weird.
2 weeks, Ragnar? Even if we did everything, if every single minute were used, I think we might get halfway through. We would have to have like 5 episodes playing, like episodes 1 through 5 playing here, 6 through 10 playing on other TVs, and just watch them and just kind of fill in the gaps.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
I'm like
Pass.
300 episodes in and I don't think I could do it.
They say that One Piece will probably be ending here in the next 2 or 3 years, so what I'll do is I'll wait for them to finish it, and I'll wait for the West to make a really horrible movie that summarizes all the events in 1 hour-and-a-half movie, and then I'm still not going to watch that.
Okay.
I would love to see the West, like, try to do a real-life One Piece movie. Well, she does. I have a thing against really long series. I've watched all of Dragon Ball, but I haven't watched Super just yet. I prefer to... When I was younger, I had much less choice in what I watched, so it was pretty much Dragon Ball or long series or nothing. Now, I kind of prefer the shorter series. Like, I like to keep it between 12 and 70 episodes in there. Really bad or horrible. Those are your only choices. When the West makes your stuff, that's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Universe is really good, Peter. It's very popular.
Oops.
See, I'm pretty sure that Boku no Hero Academia is going to become a really long-running series, but I've at least been able to watch it every week since the beginning, And they've managed to maintain a real steady level of quality for it. Like, so far, we haven't had a bunch of filler to deal with. It's been really high quality animation. And the characters, I really dig the characters and the stories. Oh, you like to binge then, Abdul. I like to binge as well. Like I was telling Ragna, I've got to avoid reading manga so much because I might as well just accept, guys. I say it the wrong way. But I read way too much. Like, I'll sit down and I'll read over 100 chapters. Like, I'll go for hours. I lose all track of time, and yeah. Not cookie dough ice cream, but chocolate, or German chocolate is my favorite. German, Dutch chocolate.
Man, I love cookie dough ice cream.
Yeah, she likes it. I don't dislike it, it's just, it wouldn't be my favorite, my first choice. Look at how much his skin pops now. Look at that. Bring out the background. Hey, look.
Sugoi.
Yeah, that looks good.
Oh no, his shoes are like the same color as the cement. Crap.
No, they stand out fine from it. Oh no. I'm outnumbered by cookie dough ice cream lovers.
Outvoted. Oh, no cat. Kill the cat cam. Goodbye.
Our cat abandoned us, you know.
She stuck around for a long time, though.
She had to go get some food, maybe take a good pee, piddle on a little box, kick it around a little bit, go on down, ask someone else for more food, puke it up, then she'll be back.
Sounds like a cat's to-do list.
I don't think so. Not quite yet, Peter, but we're getting there. Why isn't anyone noticing this anime guy?
Good question. Oh, why is that still black?
If you ever get by the Shinjuku or the Shibuya Scramble, you'll probably know why, because there's every type of person you can think of is there. All stereotypes, all non-stereotypes.
Foreigners.
Yeah, foreigners.
Us.
Locals, everybody is there, and no one pays attention to anyone else because there's so much going on. It's like all the world has come together at this one point. I think I remember this death battle between Peter Griffin and Shrek. I don't know if I watched it, but I think I remember it. The cast of Shrek as portrayed by the Family Guy cast. So, what color is the belt buckle and the pants?
They're white.
Oh, the pants are white. The belt buckle's like a silverish color. It's the same color as those things on his shoes.
Oh.
I don't get people. Never have, never will. Sasha, 2018.
I don't know if I'm that bad.
I think the internet's gonna love this one.
Oh no. Dang, I changed the color.
It's funny, our Reddit account is actually growing as these pictures come out because we have to join a lot of the subreddit groups. We have to subscribe to post. So we're just mounting up the amount of subscriptions and communities that we're in on Reddit with each one of these pictures.
I wonder if
We're a long-time couple, Peter. How long now?
Uh,
I'm gonna get myself in trouble. It's been almost 9 years.
yeah. It's
Yes.
8 years. Right now.
Right as of right now, apparently. Whatever the lady says, you know how it is. But I consider her my best friend. She's always around. We play games all the time together. Well, when time permits. Our anniversary is actually March 20th.
Yeah. That's probably misleading.
For now, audio that I said for now.
Just until I'm tired of you. But so far, we've managed to get through 8 years together.
She's managed to put up with me for that long.
Yeah.
Currently, no, Peter, we do not, but we are looking forward to fostering and adopting one in the future. But right now we have a lot of cats, and they would not... We don't have enough space to really have a dog at the moment. I don't think the dog would appreciate that, nor the cats.
Yeah, someone would get mad.
They already battle it out with each other enough. Lord knows what they would do if a dog was introduced into the mix, but I really want a dog.
Yeah, me too.
I grew up with dogs. This is actually my first time in my life where I haven't had a dog, and it's pretty weird. Cats have always been around, but I grew up more with dogs.
Yeah, yeah!
Yeah.
Music getting wild. Did he say candy cane?
Candy cane. I don't know.
He said candy cane.
He probably did.
And he said it so stylishly, like candy cane.
Candy cane.
Candy cane.
There, see?
You're right.
Get some more candy canes.
Oh, you have Shibas?
Oh,
Oh, no.
audio, dang.
I want a Shiba.
Yeah, she wants a Shiba,
Or an
and
Akita. Or a Husky. Or...
I want a Corgi.
I can't go jogging with a Corgi.
You can, I'm telling you, they just bounce.
What if...
The front comes up, and then goes down, and the back comes up, and now the front is further ahead than the back was, and then the back catches up to it once it goes up, and the front goes down, and then when the front comes up, it's now further than the back was.
Eh?
Put your booty in a trance. Get some more candy canes.
I need some more candy canes. I think she said I need some more candy canes.
Need some more candy canes. Agreed.
This is a Christmas song. This is a song about Christmas, everybody.
Oh. The shading on this is so easy because there's already so much, like, black shading.
You hear that they remixed the other song into this one? See, Audio, I think you and I would get along swimmingly. You have great taste in dogs, so you've got to be a great person. Sorry to hear about the Corgi, but the fact that you had one, though, says a lot.
Need some more candy canes.
The shading on his hand is, like, gray.
I hope you're writing all these quotes down as we go, Ragna, because when it comes to actually making some merch, we'll probably come and hit you up for some quotes.
We need quotes to go with our vivid imagery.
The World Ends With You has so much more music than I thought it would.
Yeah. How did this all fit in a DS game?
Hey, DS games are people too. They come with culture and tastes and...
Actually, DS games are a lot bigger than, like, PS1 games. Super Nintendo games, they're way bigger than those, and those had tons of content.
Dang.
Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG, Star Fox, Battletoads, Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, so they added some then? Alright, that makes sense. They remastered the entire soundtrack too, right? For the new version?
Yeah, it's apparently remixed and probably remastered because it doesn't sound like it's from a DS game.
Ah, now you're... Yeah, Doraemon? Yep, that is an underrated one. Doraemon goes way back, like 80s. Oh, that's really cool audio. You see that? His or her bots.
Oh,
Aunt rescues lots of dogs and take them back to her farm for adoption. That's awesome.
like fostering? Or does she run like a whole shelter? Man, that's too cool. She's living the dream.
We're actually really hoping to get to something like that. We're wanting to get a good amount of land and have a farm, but also a foster, so we can bring in cats, dogs, and help get them homes. Homes.
Homes.
Does she have a website, audio? I mean, if you don't want to say it in the chat, you can send it to us on Twitter or Facebook. Because if you think she wouldn't mind, I mean, we could always like throw her into our description or something to help get some more homes for the dogs and cats. Or if she's on social media, we could always try to help her out a little bit. Because I imagine that can be a really tall order to fill, is fostering a bunch of animals so they can get homes.
Oh, goodness. I may change this color. Doesn't seem quite right.
"3D Smash" for Peter. Wait, no. 3D Peter for Smash. 3D Smash for Peter. That sounds like an awful movie. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how well we'd be able to help her out, even if she was an anti-technology, considering it's only one location. But, I mean, if you can think of any way we can try to help her out, let us know. We'd be glad to help. We're actually big advocates of Pet Finder, obviously, because Pet Finder is a great resource. Like, if you get on there, say if it works both ways. If you lose a pet, if one of yours runs away or something, you don't know where they are, you can get a picture or the address that's on their chip if you have them chipped, and you can put it into Pet Finder and put in your zip code. So if other people find your dog or your cat or your armadillo, your lizard, whatever you have, pangolin, they can look on Pet Finder, and if you've listed it, they can get your number off of there, and they can actually call you and help you get reunited with your pet. The first thing I'm going to do, Peter, is if he were added, I would tweet you about it. I would probably make an audio file of me screaming and doing his laugh for you, and I would tweet it to you. Oh, she's based in Japan? Really? You got relatives. You got relatives over there?